into full flexion, lateral rotation and abduction. Lateral rotation and abduction. Why are we starting from this?
Because you want to
Stretch the labrum.
Anybody can
congruency.
say what?
Oh.
No. Why are we starting? We are testing anterior labrum, right?
Yeah.
This is for anterior labral tear.
Yeah.
So we are starting in flexion, abduction and external rotation.
You want to create a pressure on the labrum, and then so you can apply a bigger force to see if there's a tear.
Into the anterior labrum.
Yeah, into that. Yeah.
Thank you. So we are going away from the anterior labrum, we are going into the anterior labrum. Okay? So that's why if you guys ever cannot remember where we start in anterior or posterior labral tear special test, just remember that start from away. So anterior labral tear flexion, both of them are flexion. So that's common. Flexion. In anterior, you are going into the anterior, so you start from the posterior. Abduction and external rotation. From here, you go into adduction. So examiner takes it into extension combined with adduction and internal rotation. So you are going from flexion, abduction and external rotation, and then you go into extension with adduction and internal rotation. So you are going into that labrum and taking it out. So you are trying to actually push into the labrum to see if they have pain recreating in there. Okay? So in case if you can't remember, I remember that when I studied the special test, it was so hard to remember which one was for anterior, which one was for posterior. This is the easiest way to remember this. Always start away from it, go into it. Okay?
So the opposite.
When we were doing the scour test, it was kind of sort of similar to this, right? But what was the main thing which was different in this?
Pushing down.
Good job. Pushing down. But in this one, they are not asking us to put the pressure there. We are just doing the movements. So you need to remember that for anterior, we start from here and then we go into there and take into extension. And what are the positives? Pain, reproduction of